Hey budget dreamers, welcome to my channel, Celestial Budgets. Thank you so much for clicking on my very first YouTube video. I'm going to quickly introduce myself and then we'll get started with today's video. Hi, my name is Judy. I'm 37 years old and I live in Virginia with my husband, and between the two of us we have 4 kids. My husband has a 21-year-old son from a previous relationship. I have an 18-year-old son who is a senior in high school and a 16-year-old daughter who is a junior in high school from a previous marriage, and my husband and I share an 11-year-old son. We also have 2 dogs, a boxer named Luna and a chihuahua named Bells, and we also have a little black hamster named Lilith. Today we are going to be going over my bonus breakdown. My current employment history is I'm in the healthcare industry. I've been employed with my company for about 14 years now, and I am a salaried employee on a bi-weekly paycheck cycle. So in addition to this month being a magic month for us, it is also the month where I receive my annual bonus, and that is what we're going to be going over today. I'm going to briefly go over my budget breakdown. So I actually got the bonus paid on Friday the 10th. The total amount of my bonus was $3,970. So what I'm going to do with this bonus is, first I have a shop pay payment plan. I know, we're not supposed to, we're not encouraged, but it was something that I would have liked to have, and I knew this bonus was coming. I didn't have the money at that point in time to purchase, to make the full purchase. So I went ahead and put it on the payment plan. And now that I've received my bonus, I'm going to pay it off. The next thing that I did, and I actually already did this, was I paid a $25 snowball payment to my Walmart credit card. As you can see, my Kohl's, my Quicksilver, and my secure credit card are all paid off. So these monthly amounts that I have here are my debt snowball payments that I do each paycheck depending on when that payment fell into in my pay cycle. This time around, it was going to be the $25 minimum payment for my Quicksilver, so I went ahead and paid that towards my Walmart credit card, which is the current credit card that I'm working on. Next, I'm putting $160 into my cash envelopes. Normally, I wouldn't put additional cash into my envelopes that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis, but I figure with this bonus, why not? I've allotted myself an extra $40 for spending. It's not a lot, and that's because I've already done some additional spending with this bonus that I'll get into here in just a few minutes. So I thought 40 would be just fine. Plus, I do get paid again this coming Friday. I added $10 into household. Recently, I purchased a lot of household needs that we had. It depleted my household envelope, so I decided to throw an extra $10 in there just in case anything else pops up. Next, I'm putting $100 into my grocery envelope. Now, this is not going to my everyday grocery spending for my family. This is going to be a little treat for me. This $100 I'm going to use to go to Trader Joe's. Now, Trader Joe's is a small independent chain that there is, across the United States. And it's a treat for me. It's about a 30-minute drive, and it's not somewhere that I go often. They can be a little bit pricey. So whenever I get to go to Trader Joe's, I consider it a treat. And I haven't been in about a month. So I wanted to go ahead and allot some money so that I can go and pick up some of my favorites that I can only find at Trader Joe's. And then next, I decided to allot $10 to the eating out envelope. Eating out has gotten expensive, and I tend to not budget enough. So I threw an extra $10. My husband and I are actually on a weight loss journey, so we don't eat out anymore, basically. So this is mostly to see if I can think of a day to go get my kids some takeout, since they haven't had takeout in a while, since my husband and I are on a weight loss journey, and we don't really, or at least I can only speak for myself, I don't like going to fast food restaurants when I'm on a weight loss budget. I'm not going to go over my savings challenges line by line, just letting you know that I've allotted $345 to my savings challenges. I don't like IOUs. I like to plan every dollar that's going to each one of my sinking funds, to my savings challenges. So this is the breakdown, and of course, we'll get into more detail when I actually stuff this cash at a later video. But yes, $345 is what I've allotted to my savings challenges. So out of all of these expenses and taking out all this cash, we still have $3,410. Can y'all see that? There we go. We still have $3,410 left over of my bonus. So next, we are going to discuss the sinking funds that I have allotted some cash to. Now, I have a lot of binders. I have a lot of envelopes. They're not separated into high priority, low priority, or revolving. And to me, that's okay. I know personally in my mind which ones are the ones that I would consider high priority, which ones have immediate needs to be stuffed, and that's how I decide which sinking funds that I am going to stuff at that point in time. I don't normally stuff sinking funds to begin with. Usually I stuff my sinking funds from my savings challenges. But because I do have this bonus, I decided to go ahead and show some love to some envelopes. I do have some expenses coming up that I feel are important to have them fully funded before the time comes. First and foremost, birthdays. I have a birthday in May. My daughter also has a birthday in May. So I decided to allot $50 to the birthday sinking fund. My car. I've allotted $80 to my car. My registration is not due till this summer, but I do live in Virginia, and we are a state that we pay both state and federal taxes, in addition to personal property taxes on our cars. My personal property taxes during the last couple of years have been about $300. I know it's coming, and I've never been prepared for it. And then I have this panic attack and anxiety and breakdown because I'm worried about how I'm going to come up with the money to pay, my personal property taxes. So I've decided to be smart and start early this year, and I've allotted $80 to my car sinking fund. The next ones are just here and there, miss some $20 to holidays. I'm going to put $30 to my kids. I have 3 kids, so $10 per child, $10 for my mother. I also have a motorcycle. Now, the motorcycle is not as expensive as my car, but this month in March, my inspection on the motorcycle is due, so that's about $20. In April, my registration is due, and that's about $60. And then once again, this summer, along with my car, I have to pay the personal property taxes on the motorcycle. I already have some funds in my motorcycle sinking fund, so I'm pretty much fully funded for my inspection this month and my registration next month. So anything extra that I put between now and this summer into my motorcycle envelope is to pay the personal property taxes on the motorcycle. I've allotted $70 to romance, and the reason I did that is because my husband and I are coming up on our 14-year anniversary on April 1st. So I wanted to put some money in there just in case I decide to get him a little gift. I've already asked him to start thinking about anything that he might want as an anniversary present. We still have gift cards from Christmas, so we'll probably go out to eat and utilize that gift card that we still have from Christmas. So this would just be for maybe a little small anniversary present for my husband. I'm putting $20 in self-care. The reason I'm putting $20 in self-care is because my daughter, as I stated, is a junior. And next month, she actually has her ring dance. So this self-care funds that I'm allotting right here is actually for her. So I can take her to go get her hair done for the dance. So I can take her to get a mani and pedi for the dance. So I want to start saving up a little bit of money for that. I'm expecting her hair to be about $80 to $100, and then maybe an additional $60 to $70 for a mani pedi. Hopefully not so much. If there's any money left over after I cover all of her beauty needs for the dance, then I'll just leave it in the envelope and I'll save it for myself, because travel. I received a text message from my sister a week ago letting me know that my niece is graduating high school this summer. Of course, I knew that, but she's going to send me the graduation invitation and they would like me to be present. So I allotted $270 to travel. This is for my plane ticket to fly down to Florida in June. So what I went ahead and did was I put it into my Quicksilver credit card just so I could get that cash back. And as soon as it posted and I received my bonus, I went ahead and paid it right off again. So this is not going to get stuffed. It's already spent and it's already paid off. So in total, we're putting $955 into this set of sinking funds. Next is, yes, another tab of sinking funds. I've allotted $40 to Becky. Becky is a very dear friend of mine. She is also the godmother of my youngest son, and he tends to spend spring break week with her. He tends to spend a week here and there during the summer vacation at her house. So I like to save up money to give her on those weeks that she has them, to help cover funds or to help her pay for gas if she takes them anywhere, whatever the case may be. I've allotted $200 to my buffer. Now, I don't remember, I did this a few days ago, so I don't remember if I actually going to pull out the cash for this or if I'm going to leave this in my checking account. As I stated earlier, Etsy's been taking all of my money recently. There's a lot of beautiful and creative minds in this community, and a lot of times I can't help myself. I can't resist, so I'm constantly ordering things from Etsy, trying to support all the ladies in this community. I'm going to figure that out. But I have allotted $200 for my buffer. I do have a buffer envelope, and of course, as well as my checking account that I would like to have a buffer in. I've allotted an additional $230 to debt, and that is going to be stuffed into my debt envelope. And last but not least, I've allotted $200 to taxes, and that is going to stay in my account, and I'm going to transfer that into my taxes savings account. I have a taxes savings account with my local banking institution that I utilize. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer that from my checking into that savings account. And in sinking funds total for this section, we're allotting $670. We still have $1,785 left of the bonus. And the next thing that I decided to do was I decided to allot each one of us, myself, my husband, and our 3 kids, $100 each for $500, leaving a balance of $1,285 of my bonus. Normally, I would consider myself a zero-based budgeter, but I have never received this amount of money at the same time, so I'm not really certain what to do with the rest of the money. Part of me wants to go ahead and transfer this to my high-yield savings account, since, like I said, I don't really have anywhere to put it right now. Another part of me just wants to pull out an estimated amount of what I think my personal property taxes is going to be for my car, and just fully fund that. And if not, and if I didn't save enough, cash flow the difference. I don't know. I'm going to think about what I want to do with this leftover money. Please comment down below if you have any suggestions or any ideas of what I can do. I don't like having an unaccounted amount of money just sitting in my checking account, because it will get spent. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. That is all I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and get the cash ready to stuff these envelopes in my next video. Please, if you like what you see, if you want to follow me on my journey, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, comment down below, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to keep on dreaming. Bye.